So, ready? Good evening. My name is Fazadin Yosef. I will be your examiner today. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Evening. My full name is Hamzayev Dastamxon.
Okay. Where do you come from, Dastamxon?
Well, I'm from a small city called Jazak, which is located in the central part of my country.
And what do you like about your hometown?
Well, I like pretty much everything that my hometown offers, and such as its services and nature, which I can enjoy whenever I'm tired of work and studies.
Thank you. If you had a chance, where would you live in the world?
Well, I think I would stay in my hometown because I like living with the people around me, and they are such nice people that I would never leave them here and go elsewhere to live.
Okay. Now let's move on to the next topic and let's talk about feeling bored. Do you often feel bored?
Well, yeah, actually, I sometimes get a bit bored, and when I have a lot of work to do, and because my job is a bit monotonous, and I have to teach the same materials to my students, so sometimes I have to.
Okay, good. Do you get bored more often now than when you were younger?
Well, I don't really think so, because in the past I had a lot of free time and I had to seek to do something, but now I have a lot on my plate, so I'm a bit pressed with time, so I usually don't have time even to get bored.
What do you do to stop yourself feeling bored?
Well, I do a range of activities. For example, I might go out with my friends to eat in a nice cafe with my friends, or with my colleagues. I usually go out to the countryside to have some picnics or to play different sports, especially football, which we enjoy to play, which we enjoy playing, in open fields.
Okay. And now let's talk about money and paying for things. How do you usually pay for your things?
Well, I prefer to pay online for all of my expenses and also utility bills that I have to cover. And so instead of going to the bank and doing the payment, I do it online using different applications on my phone.
Do you think you will use cash more in the future?
Well, I don't really think so, because I think I have already switched to online banking, which I make almost all of my payments and other transactions and online, and I never visit banks.
Okay. Do you usually prefer to spend money or save money?
Well, I like spending money, and I really enjoy going shopping or buying, something new online. So, but I think saving also gives a sense of, achievement. If you check your account, in which there is a lot of money, I think that's so satisfying.
Okay, thank you. Now we're moving on to the part two. In this part, I'm going to give you a topic, and you'll have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes to help you if you wish.
Okay.
Well, here's the paper and a pen for you to take some notes.
Yeah.
And I would like you to describe a person who you think is good at making visitors to his or her home feel welcome. So you have 1 minute
Okay.
for this. Okay. Okay, thumbs up. And if you're ready, you may start speaking.
All right, now I'd like to tell you about my friend Doston, who tries his best and to make other people feel comfortable at their home. He's one of the best hosts that I know of, and because of his personality and cooking skills. Because whenever I visit his home and he offers me different types of meals ranging from cookies to traditional food, and as he has a really good set of cooking skills, and I do enjoy his food. And also while we are eating and he strikes up such interesting conversations, topics that I always listen to him by heart. And when he talks and he is very good at narrating and telling stories, so I never get bored whenever I talk to him. And also he has an outgoing personality, and he never finds it difficult to get on well with other people, and can easily start conversation with the people that he doesn't know. So no matter who visits his home, I guess he welcomes very well, and he does his best to make them feel comfortable and to lift their mood and cheer them up whenever they other people visit. And I think that, by the way, the best part that I enjoy is his cooking, because I went his home just to eat his meals.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you think you are good at welcoming guests to your home?
Well, I don't think I'm as accomplished as him, but still I also do my best and to offer everything that I can do for the guests who visit my home.
Okay, thank you. We have been talking about the person who you think is good at making visitors to his or her home feel welcome, and I'd like to discuss with you one or two more general questions relating to this. Let's talk about having visitors at home first of all. Why do you think sometimes people often offer food when visitors come to their home?
What else can they do? I think they can chat, or they can just have something to eat, and these are the things that they can offer. And unless there is something to play, such as a PlayStation or other games, and it's really hard to meet somebody who they share the same interests and to do these activities, but everybody has to eat, and they offer something to eat.
Okay. Yeah, good reason. And how important is it to make a visitor feel welcome in your culture?
Well, I think the ability to welcome other people and offering food and other things, and can define how well brought up these people are, because traditionally and people are usually taught how to do cooking and how to serve the guests that they visit their home. So this is how people perceive others in my country.
Yeah. Is it common for people in your country to invite visitors to their home?
Well, yeah, absolutely, but it also depends on who this person is. I mean, if they are their relatives, they usually invite this person to their house, and if they are their colleagues or the people who their family members don't know, they usually prefer to hold this meeting in a restaurant or cafe, and which can offer more formal environment. And
Now let's move on to talk about welcoming tourists. Is it important? Is it important for countries to welcome tourists?
Well, yes, absolutely. Tourism plays an important role in the development of a country, both financially and also as a nation. and I can say tourism brings a lot of money and to countries' budget, and by which they can develop other areas such as education or medicine, and also I think to become well known, to become to create a good positive image in people's mind, and among other people, foreigners. So they have to offer good service and
Okay, thanks. And do you agree that tourists feel more welcome in rural areas than in cities?
well, I don't think it depends on what kind of place they are visiting. It's all about the people who they are welcomed by. And if people in cities are pleasant to them and offer, more positive things compared to those in the rural areas, I think they would feel better in such places. And I don't think it's about the environment, and it's all about the people who serve or provide service. Yeah.
Okay. And how can cities be more welcoming to tourists?
Well, I think by improving services and such as hotels, hospitals, and transport system, I think they can be more likable. They can be made more likable to tourists, and also they can do it by reducing the cost of traveling and within and also internationally, and also they can reduce the price of tourist attractions, and this also can attract more tourists, I guess.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is the end of our speaking test, and I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
So shall we stop it here? Or
let's give feedback. Are you going to give feedback or switch the exam?
I don't know. So if you want to get feedback here on the spot, I can give it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's see. This is what people can learn from, I guess.
Yeah, but I didn't note a lot of things this time. Fewer things than last time, at least. So countries who have, you said? Countries who have. You can get to the point where you talked about the countryside. Countryside who have.
Countryside,
Which has.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a little bit of hesitation in your part
yeah.
one. So the part one needs to be fixed. For example, when we're talking about boredom. I think you have very few ideas about boredom, despite the fact that you experience it a lot.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, has it that topic really gave you a hard time? So part two, I can't say that I noted a lot of grammar or vocabulary mistake in part two. It was very good speech, but lack of focus. You have to make sure that you're talking. You have to work on your description a little bit. You can the best way to make sure you're listing everything about that person. He does this, he does this, he does this, he does this. All of your sentences. Your speech is, your description is divided into like 4 or 5 parts, and you start each and every single lesson with he does this, he does this. It was like this. But I would say you have to, at least if you don't know how to describe that part, you can talk about the part when he actually invited you and what happened back then. And then you can talk about something unexpected that happened when you were in his home, or when you visited him, and that could make your description more lively, more meaningful. But in this case, you're just listing the things, listing the descriptions, your characters, welcoming, open-minded, something. I can't remember the exact adjectives you said, but I'm sure that it was like a list.
Yeah.
It was like a list. So
it was not a description.
It was not a bit. Yeah, it was not a. Yeah.
Good description.
Well-developed description. No. And the last thing, part 3 was better than in most cases. Yeah, you gave very good answer in part 3. But is it pleasant or pleasant? You said pleasant. Is it right?
I think both. I don't know.
No.
Really.
Pleasant.
It says
Pleasant,
pleasant.
yeah.
There's no other version here.
No
so
other
it's
version, right? Yeah.
Pleasant.
It's pleasant, yeah.
It's pleasant. So yeah. Yeah.
So there was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake in part 3. So that's it.
That's it, right? Yeah. Thank you.